हो जाने कि जहां धरती और आसमान मिलते हैं, नानकुर से दूर, अगर मगर शायद से दूर, वहां भी दोनों में फर्क बस इतना सा है। धरती और सातवें आसमान में फर्क बस इतना सा है। ये एक अंतर प्रेरणा है। ये हमारी, आपकी, हम सब की अंतर प्रेरणा है। एक कदम, एक छलांग, एक बाजी, एक गहरी सांस और एक ललकार खुली हवाओं में कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन फिजाओं के लिए, कि हाँ, मैं बना हूं उन ऊंचाइयों के लिए जो ऊंची तो बहुत है पर नामुमकिन भी नहीं, क्योंकि मुमकिन और नामुमकिन में बस इतना सा फर्क है। धूप छांव में फर्क बस इतना सा है। तो बस चलिए फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया के साथ ये फर्क मिटा देते हैं। फ्रेंचाइज इंडिया।
Hello and good evening, good morning, everyone, and thank you so much for joining us on this webinar called Business Opportunity Over Chai. Business Opportunity Over Chai is a webinar series presented by the management of Franchise India every day at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with an aim to introduce you to a new business opportunity. Over the last 27 years, Franchise India has helped thousands of investors selecting the right franchise business for them. Today, we are happy to introduce you a skin and hair care brand called Esthetique Le Devine. Esthetique Le Devine is a Mumbai-based skin and healthcare and hair care clinic offering medical-grade, science-backed aesthetic treatment that merge clinical dermatology with personalized care. Each there, a client undergo a detailed hair and skin analysis by expert before a tailored treatment plan is developed. The clinic is known for comprehensive face and hair solution, advanced technologies like diode laser, non-surgical high-result treatments, and luxurious and high hygienic clinic environment. To talk more about this brand, I'm joined with Ruxana Dantra. She is the founder and the chief aesthetician with over a decade of experience in cosmetic dermatology. She's trained in UK and Germany. She specializes in PRP, laser microneedling, anti-aging. To talk more about this, first, would like to welcome Ruxana ji to this webinar, right? I would also like to invite and welcome Kian for he's the partner for this brand. I would also like to welcome Raja, Karthik, Nikita Guru, and my colleague Apurva. But before we talk more about the brand and the business opportunity, I would like to inform all the attendees that you also have the opportunity to ask questions related to the brand or the business model. My request is to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box. We will take all those questions once the presentation is over. Now, I would request maybe Ruxana ji or maybe Kian can take the lead and introduce yourself and little bit about the brand, and then we'll go on to the brand presentation followed by that. Over to you, Ruxana.
Hi, everyone. Thank you for taking the time to be here today. My name is Ruxana Dantra. I am a cosmetologist doctor, the founder of Esthetique Le Devine Skin Hair Laser Clinic. Now, Kian will be guiding. Kian, on to you.
Okay, so hi everyone. I just want to make sure, can you all hear me?
Yeah. Sorry, you're on mute now. Kian, could you please unmute it?
Hi, so today we have a presentation for all of you with basically you all will understand everything about our business, the intricacies of the business, and why it would be a very profitable venture for anyone looking to franchise our business. So I think if someone can screen share the presentation.
Sure, I'll do that.
Yeah. Right.
Is it visible to everyone?
Just a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so let's start with the presentation. Let's start with something about us. We're a Mumbai-based skin and hair clinic. We operate right now at the World Trade Center, the Arcade Shopping Mall, shop number 16. And I want to tell you about the vision behind Esthetique Le Devine. Why did this company start? Why did my mother choose to go into this field? So my mother used to be a model at the age of 19. And one thing she has always firmly believed in is that everyone should feel comfortable in their own skin. Everyone should feel like the most beautiful person in every room they are in. And she wanted to make that dream come true for every single person. So we have a skin, hair, and a laser option. We have dermatologists. We have people. We have a lot of options and a lot of treatments for hair, and the laser part is just different. Anyways, moving on. So this is just something about our founder. Mom, you should take this.
Yeah, so as KR introduced, I was a model first, and when I used to go for auditions and all, I used to see some people like they were not able to make it through. And hence, at that time also, I decided that I could do something. I had a vision at that time itself that I want to do something for people who want to look and feel beautiful in their own skin. So that is how I started my journey, and I did my City and Guilds from UK. I worked as a beauty therapist first. Then I went on to India, and I did my course with Ilamed, a diploma in cosmetology. And I opened my clinic in 2022, December. And now it's about 3 years starting on. Over to you, Kian.
Okay, so moving forward, the co-founder is Bardeen Dantra. He is also my father, and he's a merchant navy captain, and he always wanted to support my mother's dream of opening her own clinic. And he has been a huge pillar of support in every way to help her make this dream come true. Okay, so why choose Aesthetically Divine, right? Let's talk about the quality standards. Until now, since we have only one clinic, every treatment is looked over by Dr. Rukshana Dantra herself. Every treatment is done by herself, of course. So the attention to detail and the amount of tailor-made experiences we're making for the customers is completely brilliant. We offer a wide range of services. So if a person were to say walk into the clinic to do something with their skin, they might also walk out deciding to do something about their hair or any other issues they are facing with their appearances. We also have a team of therapists and experts who consistently guide. I mean, sorry, not consistently guide. They consistently help out my mother in making sure these treatments are done perfectly. So we offer a lot of different treatments, and this is not my forte. This would be my mother's forte, considering she's the doctor. So please.
Okay, so we offer like skin rejuvenation, anti-aging treatments, laser therapies, and for trichology, hair loss treatments, hair thinning treatments, alopecia. Everything is treated under one clinic itself. And my main USP, if you ask me, is laser hair removal services, because in just 6 to 8 sessions, I give you the results which you are looking for. That is permanent laser hair removal and anti-aging services. I love to make people look very beautiful. Whatever skin color or whatever they look like, I make sure that once they are out of the clinic, whatever they have desired, they have got that kind of results and much more than that.
Uh, yeah, we can move forward. So
Okay, all right. I think from here I'll take forward
absolutely.
because we are discussing about the franchise model and rollout plan. So, like everybody understood what brand is offering currently, they have really good, vast, number of services in hair and skin rejuvenation and betterment of them. Okay, the model currently we are offering is FOFO model, which is franchise owned, franchise operated. Currently, they have a flagship store in Bombay. The company-owned store they're running, but now they're going forward with franchising into FOFO model. Now, for this, the total area requirement of a particular clinic would be somewhere around, say, 1,200 to 1,500 square feet. That would be the ideal area, considering that they have so many services to offer. Now, total capex involved in this would be 65 lakhs plus taxes applicable. This 65 lakhs will include franchise fee of 10 lakhs, setup cost, medical equipment and devices cost, and pre-launch marketing and promotions. Now, here in this working capital is also included, which is around, say, 28 to 29 lakhs of rupees. Now, the brand is charging 15% royalty every month from the franchise partner. Tenure of the contract would be initially 5 years, and then it can eventually be, renewed based on mutually agreed terms. IRR of the brand for this tenure would be about 65%, and any investor can, recover their investment, total investment. Basically, the break even on total investment is about 24 months. Okay. Now, they are also open for FOCO model franchise-owned company-operated stores, but only in Bombay location. In this, the everything else remains the same, as in the area required would be 1,200 to 1,500 square feet. The total capex would be about, again, 65 lakhs, which will have a franchise fee of 10 lakh rupees, working capital of about 28 to 29 lakhs rupees. Only difference here would be the brand is offering a minimum guarantee of 18% or the revenue share of 12% every month, whichever would be higher, the franchise partner will be receiving the same. On this Infoco model, break-even on total investment is about 35 months and IRR is a bit low, which is about 25%. Okay. Now, if we talk about franchise formats, the brand is open with two formats. One would be single unit franchisee, and other one would be area master franchisee or area developer, in which the license owner, area license owner, will have to open first store of their own as direct outlet, and then eventually they will either start sub-franchising single units, or whoever they have inquiries of multi-unit as well, they can go ahead with that as well. FOFO, they are open pan-India, including Mumbai, but FOCO, they are only open here in Bombay, wherein they have their flagship store, which it makes the operations feasibility better for the brand. Okay, under FOCO and FOCO, this is the division of roles and responsibility. Basically, FOCO will have all the expenses and operations involved from the franchise owner from the side. And in FOCO, the investment will be of the franchise owner, but operations will be run by the brand itself. Okay, if we talk about the rollout, first, we are primarily targeting Bombay, the various areas of Bombay. Apart from that, Delhi, NCR, Gurgaon, Chandigarh, Tri-City, Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Hyderabad, Chennai, Ahmedabad, and other high-grossing tier 1 cities are something that we are looking at, because these services belong to a little high-end segment of consumers. So that's why we are targeting metro and tier 1 cities primarily. And once the brand has establishes itself really well in the first 2 years, eventually we will move to other cities, smaller cities as well. Okay. Yeah, this is the rollout. Primarily, we are in the first phase, we are looking at Bombay, Delhi, Kolkata, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, and then eventually we'll move to other cities. Okay, under FOFO, these are the divisions of key roles and responsibilities. So basically, site selection will be a sole responsibility of franchise owner. But if the franchise owner is in Bombay itself, maybe the brand would come forward to help them select the site in their own city, which is Bombay. Site feasibility study approval will be of the brand. So obviously they have to take the approval from the brand owner whether a particular site would be good to open an outlet or not. Setup cost, expenses basically would be borne by franchise partner. Store design, branding, design will be given by the brand, but expenses will be borne by the franchise owner. Supply chain management, basically of the machines, equipment, and the products that are used to provide those services will be a responsibility of the brand, but they will be obviously charging the whatever amount is decided for per product or machinery or equipment. So those expenses will be borne by the franchise partner. Technical support, POS systems, sales record systems. The brand can advise the franchise partner which software to go ahead with, but expenses, of course, to be borne by the franchise partner itself. Staff recruitment and payroll will be taken care by the franchise partner. If it is the store is coming up in Mumbai, maybe the brand would want to support, in hiring a good adequate staff. Staff training will be provided by the brand. Expenses related to accommodation and travel during the training would be a franchise owner's responsibility. But the training, whatever days the brand decides, that will be given free of cost to all the employees, and they can also, avail the refresher training also in future. In-house R&D support related to products or new machines or new services coming up, that would be a brand support given to the franchise partner. Service innovation, upgradation, software accounting support, operations manual. Advertising, centralized advertising will be a part of the brand, but local marketing has to be taken care by the franchise partner. Suppose the outlet is coming up anywhere outside Bombay, maybe Pune or any other city. So marketing related to that particular city will be a whole and sole responsibility of the franchise partner, but they have to take approval from the brand, as in related to all the posts, social media posts, or whichever strategy they're going ahead with to market the brand. Okay, again, marketing and social media promotion, centralized would be taken care by the brand, and local marketing will be of the brand franchise partner's responsibility. Quality control, regular audit would something that brand would want to do on a regular basis, maybe every month or maybe every once in 3 months. They will be doing surprise quality control visits and regular audits. Okay. These are the franchise obligations, as in site selection, development of the store would be franchise partners' responsibility, manage day-to-day operations while adhering to the SOPs given by the brand and guidelines provided by the brand, including maintaining basic hygiene, maintenance of the center, obviously. Mandatory training before the start of the operations and periodic refresher training, like I said, would be provided by the brand. Also maintain records of central service and raise inventory of the products that are being consumed. It would be a part of franchise owner's responsibility. Ensure good customer relationship with world-class services obviously provided and experience given. Also ensuring business development and sales activities for value-added services. So value-added services is nothing but you can also offer your clients who are taking services the products. Retail products can also be one of the channel through the outlet will generate their revenue. Implementation of local marketing activities in order to raise awareness and customer pull is in their respective areas would be a responsibility of the franchise owner. Okay, ideal partner profile. So these are a few criteria that we are primarily looking at before signing up the deal with them. So investor with sufficient financial bandwidth and access to application. So financial bandwidth doesn't only define the total investment of 65 lakhs that we are looking at. The partner should also have about a contingency fund for about good 15 to 20 lakh rupees to run the outlet, for about 3 months without any profits, because obviously when an outlet or a clinic is new, it may not generate a revenue or a sufficient amount of revenue from the very first month. So we have to contain a contingency fund of about a quarter in the beginning itself. Entrepreneurs passionate about investing in healthcare or skincare or beauty industry, obviously somebody who already has an experience in this industry, or maybe they have the qualification in cosmetology or any skincare or beauty medical training they have taken would be an ideal partner. Partners with experience and knowledge in healthcare markets, fresh medical graduates coming out of the college wanting to have their own business, individual with local market corporate connect, and experience handling larger areas, multi-units or master. If somebody wants to take the license of multi-unit, then they have to be very well connected in the market, and they should be having a knowledge of marketing the brand also in prominent areas. Existing independent centers wanting to be a part of reputed organized brands. So somebody who's already running a clinic or who is a cosmetologist but wants to associate themselves with a reputed brand, they can be an ideal partner. Okay, brand support, like I already mentioned, operationally, obviously brand will give a lot of operational training in the beginning of setting up the outlet. Apart from that, they will be also be given a refresher training whenever a new service or new equipment is being introduced. The brand will give trainings to the franchise partner staff, customer feedback, how to take customer feedback, how to maintain customer relationship. This business basically thrives on word of mouth and repeat customers. So you have to ensure that your first time coming customer should come again and again. So how to maintain that kind of a relationship, how to run the discounts, how to give offers, all of this will be, all of these insights will be given by the brand to the franchise owner. Search engine advertising reporting. So how to promote the brand on digital media. This will be kind of mutually decided between the brand and the franchise owner, and they can come up with good strategies. Marketing support, press release, social media and influencer media, promotion, Google Ads management, email marketing, SMS marketing, branded social content. All of this can be mutually agreed upon, approved by the brand. Expenses will be borne by the franchise partner, but these strategies can be decided very well between the brand and the franchise owner. So this is the support the brand is ready to give, to provide with the franchise partner. Positioning support, basically, like I said, if an outlet is coming up in Bombay, since Dr. Rukshana is already operating an outlet successfully here, she knows about the market really well. She knows the customers also. So she will be able to provide support in choosing or positioning the new outlets coming up. Anything outside Bombay, it would be sole responsibility of the franchise partner itself. This is how we will conclude the presentation here. I'll go back to the investment slide because we might have a lot of questions coming up from here, and we are open to take up questions. Thank you.
Thank you, Nikita. I would also request all the viewers, in case if you have any question related to the financial or any sort of related to business, my request is to please keep on posting your queries into the Q&A box. Meanwhile, I have a question to Rukshana ma'am. I mean, we know that you are among the only few cosmetologists in India who use diode laser hair removal machine.
Right.
Right. So, I mean, what is this, by the way? First of all, I mean, we really have less knowledge about it. Number one, what is this? How it is different from other, way of treatment, and how this is better? How this particular thing makes better you with the competitors?
Okay, now there are two types of laser hair removal devices. So one is the diode and one is the IPL. Like 80% of the clinics are using IPL machines, which is not giving them the results which we desire. Whereas the diode laser hair removal is a new invention, which is a new invention we got 2 years back. So that is the laser which is giving the maximum results, and I have got that laser. It's the latest technology.
All right. And what all solution it provides, like through laser, what all things you do?
Okay. Now this diode laser hair removal, the word itself diode, it means full body laser hair removal.
Okay.
Beard for men, beard, full body means each and every part, and for female also each and every part. So that is the main meaning of diode laser hair removal. That is the only service which this machine does. There are other laser machines also which does other laser services like tattoo removal, CO2 fractional, scar revision.
All right. So the same facility will also be available for all the franchisee
Yes.
clinics. Yeah.
And I will be sharing all the vendors' number also with the franchisee. If they feel fit, like they want to personally give them the order, they can go ahead and give the order to the same vendor from where I have sourced my machines. And if they require my help, I will be doing it for them. getting the customs cleared and delivering it to the
Mhm.
place which they have chosen to.
Okay. Do the franchisee need to have any certification course or any sort of, certification
they
to do
don't.
all these?
They don't need to have anything. A normal
Mhm.
person can open this because they will be opening on my license, on Aesthetic Le Devine license. So they don't need to have anything, but they will need to hire a doctor and trained therapist.
Doctor in terms of like what? If you could also
It can
explain it.
be it can be a dermatologist,
Okay.
which will actually tell the patients what kind of services are required, because if they have only therapist over there, they will require somebody senior to them who will guide them exactly what services to be taken, what parameters are to be done, because the therapist will not be able to do any parameter settings on the client's face and on the machine itself to see what kind of hair she has, what kind of skin she has. So that particular doctor has to be there for the services. And if the therapists are only doing the services, they can do normal things like a facial
Mhm.
and razoring and all that stuff. But a doctor needs to be there, not 24/7, but at least 3 times a week.
Okay. If you could also share some detail about a little more detail about the services that you provide, like face treatment related to hair treatment, non-surgical liquid facelifts. I mean, if you could
Yeah.
just define all this.
So non-surgical facelift is about Botox, fillers, and thread lifts,
Mhm.
which is a very fast way to look very young. And that is for like very rich people. It's a minimum investment of 2 to 2.5 lakhs in a single session for all these treatments. And a person looks very young and fit, like how all you see the celebrities and all. So for this, a very rich mid-cap people, right, have to be there. And other services which we provide are hydrofacial, then laser hair removal, PRP for hair, PRP for face. The other word for PRP is vampire facial, and PRP for hair is hair rejuvenation. Then GFC, that is much higher than PRP services, the costlier one for hair and face both. Then we have CO2 fractional laser, which is a very powerful laser and the costliest laser. The single service is costing 15,000 for a single session. And you have to take multiple sessions to correct your skin, acne scars, pigmentation, all of that combined into one laser. So multiple sessions. So if that kind of a patient walks in, so minimum you get around 1 to 1.5 lakh from that particular patient to make their skin look the way they had previously to what they had this.
Okay, and what is the protocol for clinical troubleshooting or maybe complex patient issues? If anything goes wrong, how would you be tackling them?
Okay. And
Okay, so basically, in the case of a very complex patient, supposing he has any sort of allergies or any sort of things we need to be obviously made aware about in the first place. We of course have a form in which case they will be telling us every single thing about
consent.
a consent form, and they will also be telling us every single thing about any sort of allergies, any sort of medications they are not allowed to take, eh, any sort of medical issues they've had in the past or medical treatments they've gone through. We are obviously made aware of that, and we tailor the treatment then according to their personal need. But in the case of, I think I just saw this question in the Q&A box. In the case of medical treatment after going through some medical problems after the treatment, we of course provide aftercare methods, and medical problems should not necessarily arise because most of our treatments are non-invasive.
Okay.
Okay, so they mostly should not arrive, but in case, of course, if there is a if there is a medical issue that arises, as a brand, we will provide support to see what can be done about it. But in 99 to 100% of the cases, a medical issue has not or will not ever arrive.
Okay.
1 minute. Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, in case if anyone have any question, maybe Raja, Karthik, right, you can ask. Just one question, like I mean,
Okay, but regarding this, the I would like to just put in a line.
Mhm.
Like we give a consent form as KL said. Now, if the patient, like as you rightfully said, anything can go wrong. But if the patient has written each and everything, and according to the treatments that we give, nothing goes wrong. That is 110% sure. But if for any reason the patient is hiding something from us and she or he has not declared that he had got this or he had got that, like any diabetes or high blood pressure meds which he's taking or she's taking, and if on that case something goes wrong, then they themselves are liable to take the further treatment from the doctor, which is a very highly qualified doctor like a dermatologist or a surgery or something like that. So that is what is written, because before going ahead, I always make sure and I ask my patients that whatever you have written, your sign is there. So in that case, they cannot even sue us, because what all they have written, I give them a picture of what they have read, what they have marked, and their signs. So in that case, we are all very secure.
Just last question from my side. I mean, how about the inventories like for facial PRP kits or any sort of equipment that you need at your clinic will be centrally supplied, uh, or it will be locally sourced?
So the inventories are, some of them are imported,
Mhm.
especially for the skin treatment. Some of them are imported, so they won't be essentially centrally supplied, because that would be the requirement of the owner of the franchise. Based on his demand, how much inventory will he require? So it won't be centrally supplied. And the another thing is that all of these products also have a shelf life. So a centrally supplied chain wouldn't work in this case.
I will be giving them, right?
All right. Okay.
Okay. Also, I want to ask one question. I want to know what technology we are using in this.
Can you just make it more clear? Technology in the sense?
Like laser treatment, which we are doing. Okay. So, what technology of like machines can you tell? Like,
Can you clarify your question?
So, I mean, I think
What kind of technology questions you are asking?
right. So Raja is maybe asking about the technology, the dyed laser, right? That is what the
yeah,
technology
right.
she uses, right? That is what makes her the different from the others. This is the technology that she has, and she's among the very few uh, cosmetologists who can use this particular technology, right? That is what the differentiator. Okay. I mean, what type of profile you would like to go for a franchise? Like someone should already have experience in this field, or in case if someone is new to this field, how would you be helping them? How would you be, helping them driving the business?
I don't mind both.
Okay.
Both are okay for me. As long as they are able to cooperate with me and the standards that I follow, all the protocols that I have made, and I'm open to a new person as well as to a experienced person.
Okay. Any specific area in Mumbai which you are looking for?
Mumbai, South Mumbai would do better for me at the moment, or even Bandra would be feasible. Up till Bandra, Andheri is totally flushed. Actually, first I had tried to open my clinic at Andheri itself. It took me 1 whole year, but there were so many, like, small lanes and all that, like clinic can get totally lost. So that is the reason then I opened it at a very, very big place. That is at World Trade Center in Cuff Parade, next to President Hotel. It's very visible, it's bigger and much better than what you will see all the clinics in Andheri. So I
Okay.
prefer Bandra, Dadar, or Lower
Okay.
Parel, Worli.
Okay. Okay. And Navi Mumbai in Vashi?
Navi Mumbai Vashi have also got, I actually have clients from there. I have clients from Kharghar, Panvel as well, because they said they don't have anything over there. So I wouldn't mind Thane as well. Yeah. Thane,
Okay.
Navi Mumbai, yes.
Okay, how do you do your marketing activities, and what would you expect, from the franchisee? Like, if I'm the franchisee, what sort of marketing you would be supporting me in terms of marketing?
Yeah. So right now we are doing Google Ads, SEO, then Meta Ads, that is Facebook and Instagram. Plus, as I said yesterday, like I'm having many clients from referrals. My 50 plus clients are mostly from referrals. The young crowd is mostly from the corporate area. So that way my marketing and everything is done. And now we are looking out for some big billboards. That is in the pipeline. We have not yet started for it. We are just thinking about that.
Okay.
And one more thing, we are doing collaborations. Like I have got a tie-up with a travel agency, and yeah, influencers, micro influencers. If you just go through my Instagram ID, you'll get to know what kind of influencers I have on board, and gym as well. Just in talks with a gym, which is in Cuff Parade itself.
Mhm. Right. I mean, from my side, this is the last question. Like, what do you do to stay ahead of other clinic and hair clinics? To stay in the market, right? Since we already have so many options in cities like Mumbai, Delhi, right? So, how how would you make sure that you still stay ahead of them?
Okay, so I'll answer this question. The first thing we do is that we make sure that every technology we use in the clinic is the latest technology. It is of course very well tested, etc. But we always make sure that the technology is the latest. The second thing we do is we do competitive pricing with our latest technology, right? Like the Dior laser hair removal. Maybe a person who needs 16 treatments for a laser hair removal will be able to get them done in around 8 treatments. And lastly, but this is the most important, since this business works so much on based on trust and referrals, we always make sure that the customer experience is out of this world.
Perfect. Let's take the last question from the Q&A, and then we'll.
So,
Yeah, so we have a couple of questions. One is in the Q&A and the one is in the chat. Would you like to take that?
yeah, I'll take the question. So I think I'll start with the Q&A.
Mhm.
What economic class are your customers hailing from? What would their family income per month be approx? So this, I cannot tell you an exact economic class because of course it is completely on a it is on a wide scale, right? Our most expensive treatments, of course, have family incomes with a higher economic class, but we also don't only do that. We also offer much smaller treatments like like a peel or probably just one session of a laser hair removal. So it cannot be only from one class, but I would say middle class and above. Yeah.
Okay.
And then
I'm answering the instant.
the Insta ID which just will be shared on chat. Uh, and okay, so looking to hire any doctor or else common man can do this without doctor professional. So of course okay, you want to go for it?
No, I answered that.
Okay.
Insta handle is shared.
Uh, is the client profile skewed towards female or male? What is the percentage? So, considering it's a beauty and cosmetics industry, of course, it is skewed a little bit towards the female side, but female side is more cosmetic procedures, while male side is more actually dermatological procedures. So, we would say a 60-40 ratio towards female.
All right, great. Okay, I think we probably have answered all the questions that we received in the Q&A and the chat box. Thank you so much, everyone, for asking, all your queries. Now, before we end this session, I would now request Rukhsana ma'am to please, any remark from your side, any closing remark from your side to the investors.
Okay.
So would you like to say any closing remarks to the
Yeah,
investors?
thank you, everybody. And I would like to go ahead with the franchising because I think Aesthetic Le Devine is a very successful skin and hair clinic as of the moment in my South Mumbai area, and would like to expand it on a much bigger scale and make it a global expansion. Currently, we are only on the South Mumbai side, so would like to explore more places and go ahead. And because I think that is the fastest way to assume be where I want, right? Say, you want to say anything?
No. Right. Thank you so much, ma'am, for getting some time to talk more about your brand and the business opportunity. I would also like to thank my colleague Nikita, Karthik, Raja for staying throughout for almost 45 minutes and driving this webinar. Kian, thank you so much for all the additional values that you put into this webinar and answering the lots of questions. So I think that's it for the day, everyone. Thank you so much. My request is to please get in touch. In case if you're from Mumbai, you can contact Raja. Right after this call. And I would also request Nikita if you could go on to the last slide of this page where we have the contact details, or let me just share it. So in case if anyone would like to get in touch with us, you can contact us on our hotline number, that is 9717 683838. Right. Or you can also write to us at feedback@franchiseindia.in. Right. So that's it for everyone. That's it for today, everyone. Thank you so much. And I will see you tomorrow once again at 12 o'clock in the afternoon with another brand and another business opportunity. Till then, take care and have a nice day. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Thank you
thank
very
you.
much.